So here we are in the woods. Woods have got plenty of wood in them, so we should be in business. No problem finding wood in the woods. But we need to find the right kind of wood. So on the ground, there's loads of wood. Stuff like this. Problem with this kind of wood, you can feel it, it's actually wet to the touch. And that's because it's been underground, kind of soaking up the moisture. And all this kind of mossy stuff on the outside, that's going to make loads of smoke on your campfire. If it's super dry, it can be quite helpful to start a fire going, but we don't need to worry about that. For our purposes, we don't want wood that's on the ground, or that's wet, or that's covered in moss. Get rid of that. What you might find is other bits of wood, like this, so it's either in the ground, or kids might see it just having fallen off a tree. This is a bit better, doesn't feel wet, but if you try and snap it, you can kind of see that it bends, like that. And then when it snaps, it doesn't kind of make a nice snappy noise, it kind of splinters, like that. Now that's kind of green wood, and again, it's kind of alright, but it's still going to make a bit of smoke, and it's not going to burn as easily as some kind of nice dry wood. What we want, folks, is some nice dry wood. So over here, we've got this nice clump of trees. Now what we're looking for is wood that hasn't fallen and hit the ground yet. So if we look in the trees, you'll often find bits of wood that's kind of just fallen off, and instead of hitting the ground, it's kind of got lodged. And it's called standing deadwood. So in fact here, perfect. This is standing deadwood. It's been kind of lodged there. And if I was to snap this, you'd hear a much more snap type sound, and that's exactly what we're after. In terms of what kind of wood you need for a fire, we need stuff that's as small as a match, some other stuff that's like a kind of finger kind of size width, other stuff that's kind of more like a kind of couple of fingers together, like this kind of size, and if you can find it, some stuff that's kind of like log size, like your arm. But all the wood that you must gather with the kids must already have fallen off the tree. What we can't do is snap stuff off trees. One, the landowners aren't going to like it, but number two, stuff that's attached to trees, like this, is still alive, so it's still green, and it's going to make smoke. So we can't use standing wood, we must use dead wood. If it's got any form of green on it, we can't use it, it's going to be awful, it's going to make loads of smoke. Get your nice dead wood from the trees instead.